They go play fake. Mahomes. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And all the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Mahomes to throw once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Play action, now it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He's got Otten. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to... You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game. And that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Brady now on 1st down, finding Otten once more. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the... We're back now in KC. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure, and they got to him again. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still leave 4th down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Brady now to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Brady to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw, Brady. This connection been there all game. It's Otten. Touchdown. Cade Otten, 26 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 22-21, a minute 7 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Mahomes. He's got Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes. His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, and that nearly ended him. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Mahomes will throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 42 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Encroachment. Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it.